Hey guys, so I'm starting a new video series where I analyze different different niches and see who are currently dominating and what are the reasons for those guys dominating or those websites dominating their particular niches. Sometimes I'll find some sites that are doing a great job that have invested hundreds of thousands into their SEO, into their content, into their backlinks. While in some occasions, like the one that I'm analyzing today, the site hasn't really done much, but they're still able to dominate with a rather low DR website and not too much SEO work done to the site. Yeah, but still, like in today's case, they're still making hundreds of thousands per month in sales through just one of the pages that I'm gonna analyze. So yeah, SEO doesn't mean like you don't always need to spend a lot to make a lot. And yeah, and hopefully this will be interesting for you to see. Um, and you can take something away from it for your own project. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the keyword that I'm going to analyze today is the dumbbell set. So someone searching for it probably or has a home gym or wants to buy a set of dumbbells to their garage or to their basement or wherever they have their home gym set up. And this type of equipment is quite expensive. Like a whole rack of dumbbell sets you back like around $1,000. So if I look at the website that I'm analyzing today, Fitness Factory, and if I look at how much the products are cost, you can see here this is an outlier, the first one, because this is like an adjustable set of dumbbells, but this isn't what the person is usually looking for. If they're typing in dumbbell sets or dumbbell set, they're looking for these kinds of sets, and as you can see, like they cost around $1,000. If I look at how much the website is currently making based on just some averages and based on the United States data alone, I don't know if they ship internationally or not, but that's besides the point. You see here that the search term gets the search term dumbbell set gets 62,000 searches per month in United States alone. The aggregated global volume is over more than double that. So if I look at who's currently ranking, this is like the top 10 of Google search results. This is Amazon is on the first spot. Fitness Factory, the site that I'm analyzing today, is on the second spot. And yeah, it shows that they're getting in the United States, they're getting almost 14,000 organic searches per month. So that's a lot. And if we take that if we take yeah, let's type in 14,000. And I Googled for what's the average conversion rate in e-commerce, and Google tells me that it's 2.5 to 3%. So if Google says it, it must be accurate. Yeah. So let's just use Google's numbers. So that's like 14,000 people go to their site, and let's use the lower end of the range, so 2.5%. So that means they're making 350 sales per month from the organic traffic. And if we add in the average product value or the price of the product, which was mainly over $1,000, let's just use 1,000 here. So times 1,000. So you see here there, based on this simple calculation, this page could be bringing in $350,000 in revenue through organic search alone, and this is just one page. So yeah, this shows the power of or the potential power of SEO, and also they're able to haven't been able to beat Amazon, but they are beating some other behemoths or some Goliaths of the industry like Dick's Sporting Goods, yeah, New York Times article here, Walmart, Rogue Fitness, which is also an established brand in the fitness equipment space. And yeah, they only have a DR of 36. So if you don't know what DR is, it's a domain strength score, which is based on how many backlinks, how many authoritative backlinks you have. It's a super important SEO ranking factor, and it's a scale of from 0 to 100, with 100 being the highest. And you see here, Amazon is a super well-known brand, one of the largest brands in the world. They have a DR of 96. Dick's Sporting Goods has a DR of 85. So these are the behemoths or the Goliaths of the industry. and 36 is quite low. This is usually the usual range of TRs that we see among our clients. It's usually between 10 to 50 if you're a smaller brand. But yeah, like once you, the brands that have millions of, and tens and if not hundreds of millions in SEO and content budgets and marketing budgets, then they tend to have TRs in the 70 plus range. But yeah, as you can see, you don't need to be Amazon, or you don't need to be Dick's Sporting Goods or Rogue Fitness to dominate this niche and make a lot of money through organic search traffic. So now moving on to the next part, why are they, or how are they able to rank for that particular term, dumbbell set, and yeah, what have they done to get here? And the way I want to present this is that I'm going to look at the 5 of the main factors that are driving rankings in most cases. These 5 factors are the pillars or the main pillars of SEO. If you get these things right, and if you can, like, I'm scoring all of these aspects on a scale of 1 to 5. So 5 being like the absolute best, or like then you maxed out, or then they've maxed out, like they've done all they can. They had like the highest score. 5 is the highest score here, and 1 is like the lowest score. And the way I've set this up is that, like, if the score here is low, this means that the site is doing a poor job at this one aspect. But to us, I'm looking at it like if I wanted to pierce, or if I wanted to beat these guys, if I wanted to outrank Fitness Factory for the keyword dumbbell set, like then the more green I see, the easier it is. And the same with the total score. If it's higher, it goes red or orange, and this means that it's harder to beat them. It's harder for me to potentially beat them. So yeah, let's get right to it. The first thing is titles and URLs. So what it means is that have they used the main keyword, or a close variation of the main keyword in their URL, which they have. You see the main keyword here is dumbbell sets, or dumbbell set, and they have used a close variation, which is dumbbells. Yeah, it would be more ideal if they would actually have the dumbbell set here, because dumbbells, like if someone's searching for dumbbells, they might also just be searching for information about it. But dumbbell sets, yeah, is the main keyword that they're targeting here, or that they're ranking for here. I also looked at, like, for dumbbell sets, they're ranking position number 2, and for dumbbells, just dumbbells, they're ranking position 14. But Google doesn't show as many e-commerce stores for the keyword dumbbells, but they are mainly showing e-commerce stores for the keyword dumbbell sets. So anyways, but this is quite a close variation. It's not perfect, but it's quite close. And with the first one here, titles and URLs, I just want to check, like, have they used the main keywords in the URL, which they basically are, and the main title tag, which is the H1 tag here, and also in a few places here within the article. So yeah, I can see it here again, and yeah, so the main avenues are covered. So the most important URL, H1, so the main title, and also in the beginning section of the article or of the contents. So I would score this as a 4, which is rather high rating. And why not a 5 is that they don't have the keyword sets, which is the main keyword here, or a dumbbell set. So yeah, the next thing is on page. And for on page, I just want to see what else have they done. And with e-commerce stores, usually with category pages like this here, most people or most sites don't really have that much content. They just have the main title, dumbbells, and then they have a list of products, and then they have like different pages here, like page 1, page 2, and so on. And that's fine, but that's not ideal. What Fitness Factory here is doing is they are actually doing the more optimal version, or like they are quite close to perfect, meaning that they have some content here above the actual products on the category page. So I always recommend having like a few sentences or even a few paragraphs, as long as it doesn't hurt your user experience of content that's relevant, and that also includes the main keywords. So here in their case, they're doing a great job. And the second thing to do is to add an FAQ or some additional context or some additional text underneath. FAQ is a really great way to get in or to add in keywords that are related to your product or collection page. So yeah, they're also done a great job, because again, like one of the main pitfalls or mistakes that most people do is that they don't really pay attention to their category pages. They just have the title, the products, and that's it. So this doesn't give Google too much content to or context to work with, and yeah, that's suboptimal. And also another thing to check here for the on page is that we use a tool called Surfer SEO, which analyzes the page, the words on the page, and gives us a content score from 0 to 100, with 100 being the best possible score. And in their case, they are scoring a 56, which isn't ideal, but it's quite decent. I can see here that there's a competitor, a New York Times, that has a better score, 78. But yeah, that's an article. That's not a category page. So compared with other category pages that are ranking in the top 10, they are about average. So they could be doing better. They could add more content or add some more. As you can see here, this tool Surfer, it doesn't just analyze, it also gives you recommendations. We use this to optimize our clients' pages to make them, or to rank higher. So yeah, it's giving some keywords here to use and include to make it better, to have the page better optimized. And again, you don't need to have everything perfect. It's just that the better you're doing in each aspect, the easier it is for you to rank. And also the first aspects here, the titles, URLs, and on-page, these are the cheapest things. And also the internal links, these are the cheapest things that you can change or improve. The domain strength, meaning that the DR score and also the backlinks, these are the most expensive parts or the most expensive aspects of SEO. So yeah, start from these, meaning that make sure that if you're analyzing or adjusting or improving your own page, make sure that your titles are optimized, your own page is optimized. So yeah, use a tool like Surfer SEO or a similar tool that will give you some correlational data about what terms to use, how many words to use, what keywords to add, and so on. So in their case, I would give their own page I'm torn between 3 and 4, but as I know that most e-commerce stores do a really poor job at it, so I will also add a 4 here, because yeah, they do have the FAQ section and they do have some content here in front as well. And also, if you don't want to add content because of user experience, you can always add like a toggle bar here. So you have some, like let's say that the person can only see the first sentence and they can like open it up by clicking on the button. Yeah, so it would be like an accordion, so that you wouldn't have too much text here. But if someone wants to read further, they can just click it open and then see it from there. So yeah, and the next part is the domain strength. This is the DR here. So yeah, I would give it a 5 if their domain strength would be anything above 70. But yeah, in their case, it's in the 30s range, which is yeah, it's normal, or it's quite average among our clients, as I said. But yeah, in order to rank and beat Amazon and others, 30 is actually quite low. But yeah, again, it's quite normal to try and yeah, and it's good enough to have firepower to go after the big guys. And anyways, the DR isn't like the most important factor, even with a lower TR. Like this is this shows the authority of the home page, or the not just the home page but the entire website. Even if your DR is low, you can balance it out, or you can still rank with building links to that particular URL. So the weakness that the big guys have is that yes, their DRs are high, but as they have so many different pages, they are just spread too thin. They don't have the resources to build links to all of their pages because they have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pages. So what you can do instead to combat these guys is just make sure what are like the top 5 to 10 category pages or product pages that are super important, that are most profitable products for you, and build links to those. You don't need to spread, like if you have like a few thousand per month that you can invest into SEO, don't spread it across all your 100 products or 200 products. You won't move the needle. That won't do much for you. just figure out like the top 3 to 5 most profitable products and start from there. And then you can beat Amazon and those big guys. So yeah, going back to the rankings teardown and the DER, I would give the domain strength a 2 because it's in the 30s. It's quite low still. And the backlinks and the internal links. This is where I analyze the actual backlinks that they have, how strong they are, and this is something that is quite hard to teach, meaning that it will take some time. But here, if you look at the backlinks, what I mean here is I'm only interested here with this aspect, how many backlinks and how good the backlinks are that are going directly to that particular page here. So if I open it up and apply a few filters, so I'm only interested in higher quality backlinks. Well, DR, the domain rating is at least 20. I have an entire video about how to analyze backlinks or the backlink strength or how many backlinks are needed. So you can, I will link it down below. But yeah, because I don't want to make this video too long, but here, what I want to see is just how strong the backlinks are. Yeah, how many decent backlinks they have. And here I can see that they do have 4 do follow backlinks that are that have a DR of 20 or above. But I can see here that I know that this is like a search backlink that they have gained automatically. This hasn't been built, so this doesn't carry any weight. This isn't strong. And these again here seem quite weak. They seem to be like blog articles. Forum articles. So yeah, I usually like, okay, this seems rubbish. This isn't like the best possible backlink that you can have is like a reasonable backlink is like from an article, contextually within an article. So this seems to be spammy, and this is a search link. Yeah, so this is like Eurexter is like a scraper search engine. This doesn't carry any value or weight. So yeah, they don't really have any decent backlinks here, but still they do have some. So here I would add a 2. And internal links. Oh, sorry. And why a 2, or what does it mean? It means that although on the surface it seems that they have a lot of backlinks, it doesn't really take much to beat them. Like I'd say with like 3 to 5 decent backlinks from articles, from blog articles, either through guest posts or link insertions, you would be able to beat them. But yeah, it also depends on other aspects as well. You would need to have good on-page, good the main keyword and the titles and the URLs. Yeah, at least similar domain strength. The weaker your domain, like I'd say that your TR is in the 10s or 20s, the more backlinks you're going to need to beat them. And also the last part is internal links. So that's an easy trick that I've talked about before, is just looking at, or not looking, but yeah, if you want to rank any of your collection or category or collection or product pages, just build internal links from your own site. That's the easiest thing that you can do. It's also quite cheap. All you have to do is just figure out different, like if you have blog articles, and let's say that you are Fitness Factory and you have like, let's say, blog articles on dumbbells or exercising, home gyms, whatever. Just find where on your site you're talking about dumbbells or dumbbell sets, and just add an internal link pointing to the category page. So a quick example how to do it is like, just go to your home page and add in site colon and the main keyword that you want to rank for. So let's say dumbbells here. And now as you added the site colon here, it's only going to show different pages on your site that talk about dumbbells or mention the word dumbbells. So then you can go to these pages and open them up and just add a link. It can either be like it can either be from a blog or from different products. So you can also go to the your site and go to the main category that you want to rank. Open up the specific products. Go to the product page, and if you have any content here, code hex dumbbells, like you can add a link from the content of the like let's say from here to the main category page. So that's also an internal link. So yeah, you're just adding or sending signals or adding signals to Google, telling that like if you're using dumbbells or any related keywords, and sending this as using this as an anchor text to send a link back to your main category page. This is going to send an additional signal to Google that yeah, this page is about dumbbells, and it will help to rank that page. Like you see here, I see that they have two groups of internal links going to the dumbbells page, and yeah, they have used dumbbells as the main keyword to link to that particular category page. So yeah, they're doing a great job, but they only have two links. That's almost nothing. Like they could easily build like 10, 15, 20. Like we usually recommend to build at least 10 internal links. The more the better. Yeah, and if we're managing the projects, we usually build like 15 to 20 links, internal links, because they're so easy to build, and they will move the needle. Again, like with SEO, you don't. It's the same like surviving in the woods. If a bear is chasing you, you don't need to outrun the bear. You just need to outrun your friend or the person you're with. It's the same with SEO. You don't need to have every aspect perfect. You just need to do better than your competitors. So just building internal links, it's an easy thing that you can do. And here in their case, like I would score it a 2. So yeah, they do have some internal links going to that particular page, and they also are using the main keyword as anchor text, which is good. But yeah, they could have like way more. So in general, the score is 14. Like the max score can be 5 times 5, so 25. So it's rather easy to outrank these guys. And yeah, but like I think good title and URL placement, good on page, is the main reason why they are ranking. But yeah, again, they seems to be beatable. Like our main goal usually is to beat Amazon. So yeah, I would work on to just dominate this and rank number 1 for this particular term. So yeah, I hope you learned something from this, and I also hope you get some value out of this. And if you want us to analyze your site or your niche, or provide you some quick wins, if you go to the description below, I have a few links to our e-commerce agency website, where you can currently request a free video audit, where we'll go over and give you some ideas how you could outrank your competitors, or just give you some free ideas how to improve your SEO. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day. Bye.